Welcome to day number 2 of building simple projects in public that make money. This is a video series I'm doing to help people understand how to vibe code and create things with AI that actually move the needle so that you can get paid. I know there's a lot of vibe coding in public and build with me type videos, but a lot of them are really highbrow, talking about very developmental, difficult things. Today, I want to show you something easy, which is how I go through with Manus AI, Claude AI, and ChatGPT on a day-to-day basis to make little dashboards that make money. And today what we're going to do is we're going to set up a little $27 digital product. I'm going to be recording this project later today in AI Profit Scoop Elite. You can see the links below this video if you want to join and be part of that call. Now, what I need to do is I need to build this so that I have something I can go off of. Whether you're doing faceless videos, whether you're creating just content with AI, whatever it is, we need to structure it in a way that the product is going to be really valuable. And one of the ways I like to do that is by adding AI to the mix. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this process that has literally made me millions of dollars online, where we go through and make a dashboard around a digital product. Now, this one's going to be a cheap product. It's actually very easy. It's based on yesterday's video that I put on my main channel, all about how to do data, right? Like finding data online, structuring it so that you can get traffic and make money. So what I decided to do is turn that into a digital product that I could actually sell. And the goal is going to be to try to sell somewhere in the neighborhood of 100 to 1,000 of these every single day. You're going to watch live as I do that. What this product is a loss leader. So we're going to go through and build this out. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with Manus AI. As you can see, I use Manus for my thumbnails and pretty much everything. Manus AI is my go-to. I find myself going to ChatGPT very rarely, usually a couple of times a day if I'm trying to get like a big list or something like that. Manus AI is definitely my go-to. We are at the $1,000 plan, so I'm paying $1,000 a month for this. You can see here the usage and billing. We have 83,000 credits left. And it's going to refresh, I think, on the 3rd. Yeah, so the 3rd. So I got to use 85,000 credits today. I'm going to show you how I do that. But one of the ways is with thumbnails and stuff like that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off here with Manus on a blank screen. Let's actually get this into dark mode so it looks a little bit nicer on the screen there. And what we're going to do is we're going to go and make a dashboard about a talk I want to give. So think about it like this. If you have like a seminar, a talk, or an idea, say you're like doing dog training or something like that, I would go through and I'd say, what are all the pillars of dog training that I can put into a dashboard so it looks nice? And then you're going to turn that dashboard into content. I do this all the time. I did this at one webinar. I did this. We made like a crazy amount of money. I was actually shocked at the end of the webinar. I was like, why did we make so much on this webinar? And the reason was I just went through and taught what was on the dashboard. And again, if you don't want to be on camera, there are ways to do this off camera. However, I think it's probably easier to use your own voice, at least for the first one, because sometimes you're going to be able to embellish on things that AI might not know to do. So going through and doing that's going to be important. But what we're going to do here is I'm going to go through and I'm going to type something in like, I want to make a video talk, but I want the notes in the style of a dashboard with icons for how to make simple faceless data videos like charts and graphics and stuff we want to go over, using them for blog posts, infographics, making the videos, etc. What could this look like? So what I want to do is I want to prompt the AI to think in a different way so that it'll actually make that dashboard. Now, I'm going to go through and I'm going to give it the format. I'm going to say HTML just so it's easy so I can upload it to my website. The depth, let's do quick, easy wins guide. So it's like quick, easy wins, $27. It's a loss leader product. I'm not going to, like, I really don't care if I can sell 100 of these and break even every day. I'm happy because that's 100 people who actually bought something. And, you know, I could probably spend $27 to get them. Now, if I was going to promote this free with organic traffic, I could probably get the same kind of numbers. But again, remember, this is a business. The numbers you're going to see here, even though I've done this for years and made millions of dollars, the results are not typical, implied, or guaranteed. The average person trying to make money online makes nothing. However, if we go through and we actually look at what people are doing to get results, I think we can really get this going. Let's go into 3, which is topics to cover. Let's do using Manus, ChatGPT, and let's just do using Manus and ChatGPT only. And then we'll do, let's put Gemini and Gemini. I'm going to put Gemini in there because I want to tie this into Gemini, where I can actually have AI tools embedded in this, making the $27 for the customer seem like a no-brainer. Like, hey, it'll actually do it for you. Here you go, which is cool. Okay, then we're going to go through and we'll do using Manus. We'll do voiceover and music, and then we'll do yes on monetization with affiliate programs. Also talk about getting a domain and website and blogging. There we go. Monetization tips. Style. Let's do, for the style, I'm going to do light mode, match affiliate marketing dude.com with logo. And then what we're going to do is we're going to design it to get an upsell. So we want to like sell something else after this. So let's go ahead and do this here. And then going through with ChatGPT, I gave it the same thing and it made kind of the outline here, which is cool. I like this. Let's go ahead and say, now make this an HTML, let's spell it right, HTML grid with icons, cool dashboard. And this will go through and make that dashboard for us. And then what I'm also going to do is I'm going to put this into Claude. And one of the things you can do with Claude is really good at deep research, and it doesn't cost as much as Manus for that research, which makes it really cool because we can go through and be like, okay, research the top thumbnails, right? And if you made like a simple little how to make AI thumbnails course, that would be a pretty easy sell at $27. You can get quite a few people interested in it. And what you could do is you could have it do the research for it. This is the kind of thing I do with Manus all the time, where we're going through and we're building things based on massive research. So like here, I can go through and say, here's 25 viral Facebook posts. So Manus went through 2012 to 2024 viral posts, what actually worked. And this is helpful because now I can turn this data into a dashboard and content and a talk about what's actually working, right? This is something that's really, really cool. So we could be like, okay, this is kind of cool. We can actually go through and use this. So motivational post, or here's one about Dove Beauty, things like that, really cool. And what it'll do is it'll help people that want to go viral understand this. So starting with data is really important. Now, with this one, with digital products, this is a topic I already know about. So, I mean, this is something I can teach in my sleep, which is why we're doing it on today's Tuesday call in AI Profit Scoop Elite, because I want to show how this process is done. So now, going through here, we can see what it actually starts to look like. It's making the CSS, it's getting the capture from my site and everything like that. Now let's go ahead and give the same thing to, Claude here and see how that comes out. This one, I don't know if ChatGPT is able to snag my logo without my help. Let's ask it. And while we're asking it, we'll take a look at this. Now, the reason I'm doing HTML is because this will work really, really well on my website. So I could just put it on my website, lock it behind a paywall. I do this all the time. I literally started a new one a couple months ago. I think it's made like $100,000 or something like that so far. Very new, very easy. And we're just going to keep everything in one spot. So it'd be like, whatever domain you have. For me, I use joinmarcus.com or AI Profit Scoop or something very easy that you can point to with the content. Now, going through here, let's see, we're waiting on Manus. Sometimes it takes a minute. And then we can actually, I don't know if this lets me download it. Yeah, here we go. So we'll download it and then open it. And the cool thing also with designing an HTML versus PHP. Now, we're going to convert it to PHP once we start to do like actual AI tools in it. Okay, that's when we convert to PHP. But I'm going to build in HTML just so that like I can visualize it, right? If this was a PHP page, it would just come up as code. It wouldn't make sense. It would need to be on a server. So in order to build without uploading, I'm just going to have it here like this, tweak it, get it the way I like, And then later, as I add different things, I can make it PHP, or I can keep it as HTML as well. But going through, we want to keep it very simple, very light, and very easy. We can see here, simple faceless data video dashboard, 1 idea, 8 modules, 4 uses, simple, cool. Data sources, so this is talking about how to do the data sources, video formats, blog post, infographic, content angles, and AI workflow. So AI workflow, this would be a great spot to tie into the API of Gemini to get this thing working. So what I'll do is I'll actually give my dashboard to Gemini. I think I'm logged in Gemini here. Yeah, so we go here, new chat, and then I can actually give it this info. So like if I went here and just gave it that download, right, like that, I can say, let's make this AI enabled with my Gemini API, make a proxy file. And this is the kind of thing where like a lot of people are out there in vibe coding and building in public and stuff like that, but it's really too complicated, right? Like how many of you guys are going to build some gigantic thing? Like I saw the guy who does BridgeMind, his videos are insanely cool. I mean, he does all kinds of stuff, but even as someone who's done this for a long time, I'm not going to get to that level. I don't know coding. I don't know programming, but can I get the same kind of income with something small? Yeah, I think I can. And that's really the goal here, is start with something very small, something attainable, something you can do, take it to market, get those sales, then build and grow. So we'll do, let's make an AI-enabled dashboard here. We're just going to stay in Flash right there. And then we'll go like this, okay? Let's see how Manus is doing with our dashboard. Manus is the slower of the two, but it's going to give you a much better result. And then this one here, okay, so it did match it to the affiliate marketing dude, which is cool. Let's see how it looks with our logo. And then we'll take a look at Claude as well. The reason I want to do this in multiple is because I want to see if there's anything that stands out in one that I should have in the other. Like, is this one going to go through and be like, hey, run this through this secret method? Okay, that would be cool, because what you're going to notice is that one of these things might be like the game changer. Okay, like this one, open with a shock stat. Okay, ChatGPT doesn't actually say that. Okay, that's just data sources, so it's a little boring and flat. Where this one is like open with a shock stat, pick data that sells, where the numbers come from, visual menu. I actually like this a lot better. This is way better and more important to how I teach. Did it actually get the affiliate logo? It did not. So now I can just go through. I could either take the code like this, I can give it to Manus or whatever I want, and then I can start to rebuild it. And let's see, let's do this here. Talking notes. We'll remove talking notes because this is actually a product. Open with a shock stat. I like that. And we can have like a little shock stat finder where it would go to the API and do that. So what I'll do is I'll take this one, I'll copy this. I'm going to open a new Manus right over here. And I'm going to do load this with the affiliate marketingdude.com theme, logo, and footer with live chat. Manus will actually go through and it'll look at my page and it'll redesign it for me, which is really cool. And then what we'll do is we'll build that up. So we have the pasted content there, and then we'll put it into the proxy. And this is explaining how it works, very simple. So here's our backend proxy. We would paste our API in there, and then we would go through, here's installation. So it looks like this is making an NPM install for desktop, which I don't want. So I'm going to wait on that one. I'll tell it, okay, let's do not NPM, make it HTML and PHP for my server. Right, really cool. Now, using NPM desktop is a way that you can actually build this. Packaging your digital product as a download that runs on their computer and does all kinds of cool stuff. That's something that can absolutely be a game changer. That's what took one of my digital products from like a DVD to an actual desktop course, which has made me lots of millions of dollars, which is really cool. Probably over $5 million on that one, which is good. Again, results not typical, implied, or guaranteed. Most people make nothing. I'm just showing you what I do. This is what I do for a living. This is how it works. And thinking about how you can do this in other niches. Maybe you can go and build one for like dentists or whatever. So this went through and got, it kind of went on a wonky little trail here, trying to find what my stuff looks like. Let's see here. So it didn't do any real changes there, but I do like that open with a shock stat because that's something that I can use to actually sell it. So let's go through, let's see what this one looks like. Faceless video data, big ideas, turn data into dollars, core concept, where to publish, using Manus. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll say now combine with this, and I'll paste in what I got from Claude because I do like that. This, I like the open with a shock because that's something I can put in the sales letter, and I'm looking for like, oh, hey, this is the key, open with a shock stat, and you'll be able to get X, Y, and Z. So we'll combine it with this one. And then this is important because when you get a zip file, the reason these files don't show, like my logo doesn't show and all of that, is because it doesn't have all the packaged files. That's where we'd want to go through and use it very specific. Now here we can see it even told me top affiliate programs to promote. Now it's important because that's for me, right? So I would say convert this into tools needed, right? That would be really cool. So let's do convert this section into tools needed and have spots for my affiliate links instead of SiteGround and Bluehost. I want to use InMotion. Okay, so we'll convert that section, and that should do a good job. And you can actually interrupt Manus, and it'll add that into the mix, which is really cool. But then what we're going to do is we're going to build this out, and then literally what I'm going to do is read this out on today's webinar, thus creating a product. And then I go through, I have, the video chopped up into segments, and the videos will show up in each segment with tips and an AI overview or an AI tool that they can use, maybe some keyword data, stuff like that, that's going to make this like, oh my gosh, this product should be, $300 or whatever. That's the key, because if I can give them this product, and by the way, if you want to get this product, join AI Profit Scoop Elite. We will have info on where to get that. Actually, if you join AI Profit Scoop Elite in June, I'll hook you up with this product as a bonus, which is cool, right? You could try it out, see if you like it. At the end, if you don't like it, congratulations, you just got this dashboard for nothing, which is great. But I know you're going to love it. We have calls twice a week. We show you this stuff in detail. And today, you're going to get to be on this call, which is really good. We're going to talk about all of these things as well. So now going through there, we got Claude, we got Manus. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to back burner this AI one. I'm going to ask Manus where it would be good to put that stuff in. And you can even say, now where and how would be a good way to make AI tools that help them make a list, and also where can I put keyword lists for them to browse through. CSV type, but usable on cPanel. And helpful for finding data keywords or stats. So something like that can work really well. I'm going to wait to put that in because I want that to be its own file after that I can go through and build up with. But again, looking at this in a very straightforward way is really cool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tie this into keywords. So like over here, if I go into my Ahrefs, I can tie this into like faceless video niche. I think that's really where this would go. If you were in like the dentist niche or something like that, you can do that as well. Let's do faceless a video. That'll also get faceless AI videos. So here in the faceless video niche, this would work really well. Okay, we got 1,400 searches a month for faceless videos, 5,000 searches a month, 34,000 overall. And this would fit all of these countries because $27 is a really low barrier of entry for that. We can even do like faceless channel or something like that. Or there you go, faceless channel. That's pretty cool. That's got another quite a bit of searches there. Then we could do something like maybe you can even do like make money Facebook, because people can post these on Facebook and actually get paid for it too. There's a lot of people who do this. That's pretty cool. So we're seeing there is a lot of search volume around this. And what I'm doing is I'm thinking multifaceted. Like, how would I build this out? If I was going to do this for, maybe going through and saying like dentist marketing or something, dentist marketing, or maybe it's like how to train your cat or something, right? We're going to go through and look at each of these and see where we can do it. And again, like dentist marketing, look at the traffic value. That's like $10 a click traffic value, which is insane. And if I can tap into that and reach dentists for like on free social media, now I'm going to get traffic that's worth quite a bit, which is cool. So looking at that's very important. Let's see how this dashboard comes out. Looks like it's building it. And while we're waiting on that, let's take a look at some other keywords and some other things I can do. Maybe we can do like stats, or how else would we do that? Make money AI. That could work, because people who want to make money with AI, this is perfect for that. Look at that traffic value. It's like $1 a click right there, which is really cool, which means if I could get traffic for less than $1 a click, I could easily break even with this product. I think that would actually work. Now, again, results not typical, implied, or guaranteed. You could lose money. But going through here, like Reddit is the top. I could do a Reddit ad and boom, there you go. And Reddit has like a discount on ads right now, which is cool. I think it's like spend 500, get 500 or something. Obviously, check what they have right now. But again, going through, thinking about this like a business is cool. So now we have our dashboard. I'm going to hit it with this while we're waiting. I'm going to download the entire pack, save, and then I'm going to open the folder. And then you need to extract the entire folder. Extract all, extract, boom. And now let's take a look at our dashboard. Okay, got our notes. I'm going to remove talking notes, 8 segments, 25 minutes on air. So what I'll do is I'll just open Manus over here, and I'm going to tell it what I want to remove. Okay, so I have in a different window, I have my dashboard, and I'm going to say remove this at top, remove this section right here, because I don't want this 8 minutes whatever thing that doesn't make sense to what I'm doing for a dashboard. And then we have open with a shock stat. Let's take a look. So I'm weird about aesthetics. So we have 8. I want 9. Let's make 9 the upgrade. Okay, so repurpose loop, good. Manus AI chat, good. 11 labs. So these are really good. Setting up your blog, excellent. So I got backends where I got affiliate offers. That'll work. Fantastic. Multiple income, pick your niche, ask AI, write the blog post. This is looking pretty solid. It's a little robust for a $27 product. So I'm going to say, let's cap it here. I would probably get rid of all of this. Maybe I can keep it for now. We'll just keep it as regular links. I won't go over that on camera. Then I'm going to say add number 9. So we're going to add number 9 and add box 9, just so it's aesthetically pleasing. I like it that way. And we'll do, so we have build the graphics, pick data, numbers. Okay, so number 9, set up your hub site. That's good, okay? Good domain, easy, short, simple site, post content. Okay, so we'll do like that. That'll add box 9. It'll get rid of the other stuff, and then I'll be ready to go. And then all I need to do is read this out on camera, show how I work it, go to like, oh, hey, here's how we're going to find the shock stat. Here's how we're going to pick the data. Where do the numbers come from? All of this is going to be really good. I'm going to really heavily rely on Manus for teaching this. And then later today, I will literally have a digital product, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. Okay. So looking at that's going to be really cool. And then we could see exactly what's going on. And then once you're done, like all I would need to do is say, now make me 100 strategies or tips or posts that I could promote this with, right? Now, I'm going to go through and I'm going to promote this in a different way. I'm probably going to use SEO, paid traffic, maybe some paid social media, stuff like that. But going through there, you can see now I have my dashboard. I can go on my webinar, teach this stuff, upsell them maybe a site or something like that, and then we're off to the races, ready to go. So if you want to learn more about this stuff, I'm going to be teaching you one cool way I use AI every single day, with the exception of weekends, because old buddy Marcus needs a break. I'm 46. I'm not using AI to make these videos. I need a break sometime. But check out AIProfitScoop.com. We're going to have info on how you can get in the classes. AI Profit Scoop Elite, if you want to watch me record this dashboard today and get a copy of the finalized product to see how it works. I think this is a real game changer. Remember, this is a business. If I can do something simple, that's the key. A lot of times with AI, we build things and AI wants us to keep adding and adding and adding, which is good. Like, we should make really good products, but sometimes we just need something simple that we can sell, and then we can make it bigger later. I mean, take a look at like different sites that do image stuff online, or very simple sites. A lot of them are making, high 6 figures, 7 figures. Some of them even make 8 figures or more with something very basic. Now, that's not to say you're going to go set something up with AI and make $1 bazillion. No, that's to say simple sells. Make one good thing that solves one problem, make it better later. Let's take a look at what this finalized one looks like, see if we're ready to go, and then I'll go record this. And for those of you who are going to join me, which should be all of you if you want to learn this, check out AIProfitScoop.com, join Elite, and you'll be ready to go. So let's do this, save, and we'll open the finalized one. And here it is here, extract. There we go. And let's take a look at how it works. And then you can put your branding and disclaimers on it too. So there we have the run of the show, faceless data videos, open shock, pick data, where the numbers come from, visual menu, build the graphics, split in blog post, stack it, faceless video, set up your hub site. Perfect. This is looking really good. Actually, see, it's got affiliate links there, which I can put all my affiliate links in. Obviously, I would want to tweak it and rerun it. But once I have the HTML, I could tweak this myself, or just go to ChatGPT and be like, fix this real quick. But going through there is really cool. I would definitely want an affiliate disclaimer here, and it does have that, which is great. The AI knew that. And then we're off to the races. So this is something I can record this stuff. When you click it, it'll pop up the video with the notes and the links, and then say, go to the next one. It's like a cool little dashboard that'll actually walk them through the entire setup, which is awesome. So check it out. Hop on over to AI Profit Scoop, wherever that link is, right? It's over there somewhere. But check it out. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, check out the videos in the description. Follow along. This is day number 2 of our 30-day challenge. I'm going to try to do this for an entire year and just walk you through everything that I do with AI so that you could learn what actually works and what actually makes money. So today's was about building a simple digital product in Manus. Tomorrow, we're going to have another doozy for you. So stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next video.